Hey guys, um, this one is going to be a little bit different of a video, just because I don't know, I feel like it's better to kind of come on here and talk about kind of what's been going on lately in terms of the content, and everything, and some of you may have noticed from streams that things, things have been weird. I don't know about you guys, but I am kind of having a lot more
Trials of
trouble
Osiris.
when it comes to enjoying games. And I know that, like, some of you are looking at me being like, well, yeah, Chris, you're going into trials on Destiny. This is not going to feel great. And I get that. Um, I'm mainly just going in to get the runs done for the weekend and
There is
hopefully get
nothing
some of
but
the
the
armor I'm
arena.
missing. I'm not really,
This match,
going to
this
be paying
fight.
attention, which I
Go!
feel bad for my teams here. There's no way that's my pine, right? There's no shot. There's no shot that's
Only
my
one ally
pineapple,
is
right?
left. It is in their hands.
No. SP, he's not in a claim. I was about to say die. What?
Don't
I'm
let
gonna
this
take a
slow you
screenshot of that
down.
and say I have an
Try
imposter.
again.
Anyway. But it's been difficult to enjoy games. And the reason I mention
You
this
are
is because, as
behind.
most of you know,
Be
and as it's
relentless.
kind of, portrayed by me, I'm a very competitive player. I've been playing competitive games my entire life. I've been playing things like Counter-Strike. I've been on teams for that game. I've had so many things, like, where I've only played that type of competitive scene. And I do enjoy it, especially since I am such a competitive player by by nature.
1 minute left, my friend.
But I'm starting to have more and more difficulty with games like Deadlock and whatnot, and making sure.
Only
Oh,
one
that
ally
actually
is
hit me.
left. It is
Oh
in
no, it's
their
an
hands.
incendiary. But it's just like it's so much harder to enjoy everything, and I think it's what I mainly attributed it to is the biggest problem I have is like games not working
Only
as
one
intended
enemy is left.
is the biggest frustration.
Your team is
Whether
full.
it's Destiny,
You can
whether it's
stand
Deadlock,
back up.
whether it's all sorts of things, and like they all have their own unique issues, right? Like Destiny, we all know that like PvP and a bunch of other stuff is
The
just
other team is
neglected
pulling
because
ahead.
of the
Stand
layoffs
in
and
their
everything.
way.
They don't have the proper support to kind of make it as good as it could be. Um, but even furthermore past that, like my biggest issue with Deadlock in its current state is the fact that, you can't. There's never been a patch where I feel like the game is truly balanced. Like, it just never feels great. And
Left, my
that's where I'm kind of always like, man, I really don't know how I should feel about it. And especially on the stream, you guys have seen now where I have dropped from Phantom 5, which is almost like Ascendant, which is the one rank right before, genuinely right before the highest rank, Eternus. And
You have flattened your enemy. Very good.
I have fallen so far where I even fell all the way down into Emissary. That's 3 divisions lower. And yes, there are some games where I don't do well, but on a majority of the games that I've been streaming, you'll notice that, like, I'm the feared player in the lobby. They're, like, people will not 1v1 me. They will not battle me because of how potent my build is and how much I can, win those fights. And so, like, I know it's not myself that is the issue. I wish, like, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, the only thing that's consistent is you, and they use that same kind of philosophy over and over and over again, where it's always the same philosophy that I should focus on myself and not, like, the other team. But if I had a reason to, I absolutely would. I absolutely would. In most of these situations, it's not. It's just not me. And I think that's starting to really expand across multiple games at this point, where I just constantly feel like, you know, I know my skill in video games. I know I'm pretty good. I know I'm, you know, in some games I'm the top of the top. I with Marvel Rivals when it came out, you know, everyone saw how, you know, Victoria and I were able to get to Grandmaster. It's you know, and was, you know, top 0.8, still is
Only
like
one enemy is
the
left.
top 1%
1 minute left, my
of the
friend.
game. And you know, whenever you can reach a threshold like that, you know where your skill is. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say. You know where your skill is. Even with Deadlock, I know I am not an emissary player. I know I'm a Phantom, could be Ascendant, maybe a Turnus, but like whatever player. And like a lot of people are like, oh, you just don't play the game enough, and yada yada yada. It's like, dude, with 300, less than 300 games played and less than 200 hours pumped into the game, my first rank was Oracle 4. My first, like, I almost got to Ascendant with not even really caring about the game. Like, yes, I learned a lot more in like how to play the game a bit better, but like even then, with that stuff,
Only one ally is left.
even with that stuff, you know, you look at it and you're like, okay, I wasn't trying and I can hit this rank. And then when I do try this new patch with the new weapons, I'm going through and we're just getting deleted, and every single time I get a match, my team is going ridiculously negative. Just last night, I don't think I had more than one teammate every single game going even positive. Like they're going 3-11, 3-6, or like 2. Like there was one game where a guy went 0-8 for the entirety of the game. We lost in less than 20 minutes.
Just you now, friend. Fight until you have nothing left.
And
Next
so
time, my friend.
that's where I just, I don't know. There's such a disparity whenever it comes to matchmaking in
Pick your
games,
bullet
and the
from
game's
your
not
arm.
working properly. Like,
the
for those of you who do play Deadlock and have seen my Deadlock videos, you know there's always one character that's way too powerful, or one like set of items that's just everyone is always building it because it's always just way too good. And I just can't stand that kind of meta whoring. And it happens in every game now because people are just so focused on min-maxing everything and, you know, making videos about, oh, here's the best loadout, the most overpowered loadout, here's the loadout to never die, yada, yada, yada. And it's less about having fun with the game. So, I mean, last night, it's gotten to the point now where, like, I'm so angry about it and I'm so upset about it that, like, last night, whenever I deranked, like, to Emissary, I literally told people, like, that it's over. Like, I'm becoming a troll in Deadlock now. Pray that you don't see me in your games because I'm going to be playing a troll-ass character and ruining your day. Like, and it's because I just feel that, like, I've been wronged by the entire rest of the player base, so like they deserve to be wronged, which like isn't a good mindset, and I know that, but I'm so angry. I'm so angry that we can't be in a spot with video games where matchmaking is good, the general consensus of players is good, and like I get frustrated in every game, and I think it's just the pressure that either I put on myself or maybe like the pressure of performing for stream and performing well, that
Welcome
like
to the
it just
trials
frustrates
of
me because I
Osiris.
perform well so often, and then I'm just kind of punished realistically. Like it feels like I'm being punished just because I can't get good teammates and everybody else can. And so it feels very like unfair, very frustrating. And I don't know. It's causing me to really not enjoy games lately.
Stay together, my little
You know, like I've tried to take some
Guard
breaks,
each
play
other
some other
and
games.
aim true.
You know, I've been taking a break from Deadlock here and there, but I do enjoy playing the game. I get an itch to play the game all the time. And that's where I'm having the most trouble with all of this, is the fact that I do want to play it. And I do feel like it's a game that I'm very good at, but then I'm essentially getting beat up by the game itself. And then, of course, people, like, the toxicity part of
1
it.
minute left.
Good
my
fucking
friend.
Christ, the
Is it
toxicity
just
of it
you now, friend?
pisses me
Fight until
off.
you have nothing left. Your ally is back in the fight. Only one ally is left. It is in
Because then, like,
now.
people will see that I'm
Your team is
Phantom,
full.
and then they see me
You can
derank
stand
even, like,
back up.
once. And then there's immediately comments about, oh, you're washed, oh this, oh that, and that's where literally last night I changed my stream title to, if you come in here and ask about your rank, I'm banning you. Like, I'm so tired of the toxicity around rank and things like that, because I learned very early on, especially with things like Counter-Strike and other fucking games, that rank doesn't mean shit, man. It really doesn't. But I suddenly feel the pressure of, oh, I'm gonna get shit talked into oblivion just because I'm not a rank that, like, I'm not the rank I was. And it's, I don't know, it's just a vicious cycle that it's really getting to me lately. And that's where I wanted to come on here and have more of like a live chat about everything. And I might be rambling and people might even get annoyed with this, but it's, I don't know, I feel like I'm not the only one that, like, these games just aren't enjoyable right now. You know, obviously I don't enjoy Destiny 2 PvP as it is. Ooh. I feel like the PvP, like, especially Bungie, I kind of gave up on Bungie and PvP a long time ago. Primarily because, you know, my idea is, like, I enjoyed Halo PvP so much, and they did so well with that PvP, and the fact that now they can't get it right with Destiny is really depressing. I don't understand how a company can go from having some of the best PvP in the world, like world-renowned PvP, to not being able to get it right, like, even once.
Your team leads.
And
Nothing less.
so Destiny is not like a good example, but, you know, Splitgate, I started to feel it last night, and that's where I started being like, I need to make this video, because I really don't like that this feeling is starting to spread into other games. Because, like, I was enjoying the Splitgate so much, and then I went from the games and the rough time I had in Deadlock over to, like, trying to play Splitgate to, like, have a good time at the end of the night, and I was getting just so incredibly frustrated by the losses, the completely worthless teammates that aren't playing the objective, and, like, it all compiled, and I'm sitting there, like, almost, like, screaming at my screen, being so frustrated about it. And that's where I just don't understand anymore. And that's the other thing I hate, is, like, why are people playing video games and not focusing on the objective or what you actually need to do to win? And I know that'll make sense to a lot of people, but I've noticed it in every single game. And maybe it's just the competitive nature in me. Am I a kill whore? Yes, I absolutely am. Like, I posted a screenshot in our Discord of, like, the fact that when I first started playing Splitgate, I got 84 kills. I'm never gonna be able to hit that. I got 84 kills. 84. Which again shows I'm good at the game. And again shows that I'm not the issue. However, when we're playing split ball, or fucking,
1 minute left.
you know, oh, what the fuck? When we're playing Spitball or the fucking Firecracker, where there's a very clear objective, and everyone just totally and completely, utterly ignores it, I don't know why that sets my top off so fast. It just gets me so incredibly frustrated. It's like, you're playing to win, I hope, but the way you're fixing up this is, the way that you're playing right now shows that you're either too stupid or you just don't care to try and help your team win. And I think that's where I get entirely frustrated, is like, I'm here trying to make sure the team wins. I'm trying to make sure that I perform well, I call well, I support well, to make sure the team succeeds. And nobody else is playing like that. No one else. That's why, like, Deadlock got so frustrating last night. There was not a singular person last night who cared about trying to help the team. They just kept playing on their own. There was a Kelvin who went 1-8 because every time you would look down at the map, he's running by himself, literally alone, all the way down. I hit it, what do you know? All the way down the fucking map.
Only one enemy is
All
left.
the way down.
Opponent revived. Only one
To-
enemy is left.
Like, just 3 or 4 players. He's got no support. He has no one that's even within a,
1 minute
like,
left.
viable range to assist. Even if he gets into a bad spot. But then he's bitching in all chat the whole time. Being like, oh, come on, man, give me a break, but I literally had to start telling him, I had to say, Kelvin, you're 1 in 8, you're at 10,000 souls. Their entire enemy team is at least 4,000 souls ahead of you. You're going to get destroyed every time you walk away from the team. End of story. You need to come back and you need to wait and get some more souls. And he goes, oh, do we not need objectives? Da da da. And I said, yes, we do, but we also don't need you going 1 in 8 and just constantly feeding them free shit. Like, you being down is not helpful to the team. He thankfully listened. Did he do very well for the rest of the game? No, not at all. I think he ended being like
1 minute left.
2 and 9 or something. But we won the game because he stopped doing the thing that was, number 1, pissing him off, and number 2, ruining the team. Like, there's nothing we can do if you're halfway across the map and we don't have any way to support you. So, I mean,
30 seconds left. Next time, my friend. Next time.
that's just kind of the types of people that I'm dealing with. And, you know, maybe you guys will kind of either agree or disagree. I'm not sure. But the thing that I'm at, the point I'm at the moment is, you know, I'm just having a really hard time enjoying games. Even if we're playing casual, even if we're just trying to, you know, rank up, have a good time ranking up, it's fucking, like, impossible. It's because even if you try to have a good mental and you really push yourself to have a better mental than the rest of the lobby, you're gonna have someone being a toxic piece of shit. Shit-talking you, shit-talking your team, shit-talking something, or you're gonna have an enemy who's constantly shit-talking in chat, or is teabagging and trying to ruin your mental. And, like, that's just where I hate that gaming has got to, is, like, we're more focused on being disrespectful than, like, just trying to make sure that people understand, like, we're just here trying. Like, and that's where, I think that's where it falls apart on all fronts for me. It just falls apart everywhere. It falls apart where people aren't trying. So there's no point in even saying that. And then there aren't people being supportive. There are only people being toxic. So it's really like the 2 primary things that you need to be able to enjoy a game are not present in 90% of games. And I think that's where it's making it just so incredibly hard. Like, I am truly trying my best, like, for you guys, because I also want to make sure you guys see content where, like, I'm having fun. God, my mental is suffering so bad. And I hope you guys kind of understand that, and you guys can probably tell. And I feel bad for those of you who do join stream, and I'm just, oh my god, there's a lever. And it's just a frustration over and over again, and my crash outs and stuff. Some of you enjoy the crash outs. You guys think they're pretty funny, which, like, sure, I'll take that. Like, if that's how you enjoy my content, like, don't stop. I certainly probably won't stop crashing out on stuff. But yeah, I just kind of want to have more of, like, a live commentary thing for this, which, like I said, is definitely a lot different than what I usually post.
1 minute left, my friend. Your ally is back in the fight.
But I assume you guys would probably enjoy it a bit more with, you know, seeing that I can just kind of sit here and just do shit, especially in trials, because I don't really care. And I can just kind of play, but this way I can also kind of just pretty much walk while I talk. Because that's what I do in life anyway. Like, whenever I'm having a conversation or anything, I like to pace, but this gives me something to do similar to that.
Only one enemy is left.
And yeah, I think that's really all I have without rambling on too much. So, I mean, I may continue to record the games just to see if I do well. I probably won't, because this isn't going to be very interesting for you guys to watch. The gameplay wasn't, like, fantastic in the background for anything like that for you. But, yeah, I just kind of wanted to get this off my chest so you guys kind of know where my mental's at with gaming right now. And just how tough I feel it is to actually enjoy what I'm doing. And don't get me wrong, the content creation I enjoy 1000%. Like, there's been constant talks at my job in terms of, like, setting up plans to, you know, focus on content creation, because this doesn't feel like a job to me. This is such, like, a passion and, you know, just fun to be able to go through and kind of fix things up. And I've thought about doing things like this before, where I'm just playing a game and just essentially having, like, a podcast but a game kind of mixed in one, you know, where, you know, we're just talking, I'm just rambling, and I thought that, you know, would be fun, but I don't really know how to position that or set it up really. So when did he die behind me? Oh well. But yeah, I won't ramble on much more, taking up any more of your time, but I wanted to get this out just in case, you know, more of you guys hear from YouTube, which thank you guys so much for, again, for 500 subs and supporting me over here. I'm hoping that, you know, we can kind of get some things schmoving whenever it comes to the content on YouTube, because you guys have been great. But yeah, I'm gonna upload this, and hopefully you guys agree. Let me know how you feel about everything in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys, you know, next time in the next video. Later.